be dedicated to projects in the water sector, social infrastructure, and education. This also underscores our commitment and focus for inclusive and sustainable growth. Ladies and gentlemen, this transaction actually ticks a lot of boxes. From our perspective, from Pakistan's perspective, it is a very, very important diversification trade. Previously, as was mentioned earlier as well, I mean, we access through private placement, courtesy stand chart, in terms of getting back into Eurobond market after hiatus for 4 years. But we've accessed Eurobond market previously. We have accessed US markets. We have accessed Islamic Sukuk markets. And if from our perspective, this access and this printing of the trade here in the Chinese capital market was long overdue. And very simply, it's the second largest, second deepest capital market in the world. So it's a fantastic day for us. It's also important from the internationalization of RMB perspective. And lastly, from our perspective, it's a great vote of confidence on the economic reform, economic transformation, and direction of travel of the economy. I won't dwell into it because all of you are well versed in terms of all the indices that has happened in terms of our macro stability. And notwithstanding the conflict which is there over the last 2.5 months, we remain committed in terms of our fiscal measures, in terms of primary surplus, in terms of our fiscal discussion, in terms of our external reserves for end of this fiscal year. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, our leadership is at it in terms of their role in terms of the mediation efforts, and we can all hope and pray that this leads to a good outcome, not for Pakistan and not only for the region, but for the world. But in terms of the first order impact, as far as Pakistan economy is concerned, we are managing well. Ladies and gentlemen, the success of this transaction would not have been possible without the exceptional collaboration of many partners. I express once again my sincere gratitude to the government of the People's Republic of China and NAFMI for their invaluable guidance and support throughout the process. Your facilitation has enabled Pakistan to access the onshore Chinese bond market, marking a new milestone in our financial cooperation. I would also like to acknowledge CCXI for the rating process, Panda partners, and ANQ for their legal advisory support. And I have to acknowledge the leading role that our Debt Management Office at Ministry of Finance, led by Mr. Omar Khan, they've really led from the front over the last couple of years. The Ministry of Finance team and continued support from Mr. Aslam Chaudhry, also led by the Honorable Ambassador, and overall from the team from the Embassy of Pakistan in Beijing. Distinguished guests, this achievement is only the beginning. We were always very clear that we were not here for just one single trade. The overwhelming response that we received yesterday, and as was mentioned 5 times oversubscribed, has only guided us to ensure that we issue the RFP for the next tranches right away. And we want to do that because we want to be regular issuers in the Chinese capital markets. As we celebrate this historic milestone, we also look ahead with optimism towards a future of stronger economic cooperation, deeper financial connectivity, and shared sustainable growth between China and Pakistan. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to all our partners and stakeholders who made this issuance possible. I thank you again for joining us today. Shishe.
वज़ीर ख़ज़ाना सेनेटर मोहम्मद औरंगज़ेब तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे थे।